All right, we're here to talk about beta male strategies, or would it be? I mean, this is AMS. What would be beta male? This, the back of the hands, rubbing your wrists together. Beta male strategies. As you can see here, we're going to even teach you how to pronounce the word.
Beta male.
Say it again.
Beta male.
What is a beta male? According to the dictionary, a beta male is a subordinate male animal in a particular group. A man tending to be a man tending to assume a passive or subservient role in social or professional situations. Now, the question is, where's the profit in being a beta male? Why are we exploring this? These are beta male strategies. You need to know if you're using these strategies to get women or maintain relationships with women, then we're going to give you the life cycle and see what's going to happen to you if you continue this behavior. All right. So, like anything else, beta male life cycle has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. Okay. In the beginning of the beta male life cycle, the beta male tries to create a total comfort for the woman at all times by pursuing self-masculating behavior. At first, the woman accepts this behavior, right? They feel special. This kind of behavior makes them feel special on a certain level. But after a while, their natural biology that cries out for alpha male energy is going to start to resent all of this beta male energy. The resentment starts to build, right? But in the beginning, everything is cool. The middle. The middle is when the beta male accepts the dysfunctional behavior of the female and makes excuses for her, as well as making excuses himself and making himself responsible for her bad behavior. So now, not only are you a beta male and you accept her bad behavior, you now learned she has groomed you into making excuses for her bad behavior by putting the responsibility on you as the man. And she gets to the point where she expects this from you. She expects that type of crazy understanding from you, where you will actually put your own head in a vice behind some stupid stuff that she does. You running around behind her like Minnie Mouse every time she opens her mouth, get into her. I saw somebody recently. I saw this. I work in an office building. I have an office, and I saw a lady being removed from her office for not paying her rent. She was fussing at the manager of the building, and her boyfriend or whatever was telling the manager, she's hollering and screaming at him. So he started hollering and screaming at her. He was right there, and he started telling him, hey, don't holler at her. Instead of telling her, don't holler at him, we're the ones that didn't pay our rent. She's telling him, don't holler at her. Like, and that's in the beta sense. Even though he had buff, had all these muscles, he was basically saying, hey, even though my woman is wrong, and that's what we learned from slavery. I'm wrong, and I know I'm wrong, but don't you say nothing. Don't you say nothing to me. We learned this in slavery. Slavery taught us, hey, you wrong. This is a wrong situation, but if you say something about it, you're wrong. If you do something about it, you're wrong, right? Well, that's the same thing with the beta males get taught, and the black woman had kept that mentality and brought it into the relationship situation she have now, where now the grooming of the beta male. But now, so at first it starts off with just the male in the beginning. The beta male does this on his own. As the woman gets used to the lifestyle of being in total domination over him, they form a group, they form a union in the middle where this dysfunctional type of situation is maintained. This balance of dysfunctional behavior is maintained, like I was describing from this beta male when he was yelling at the building manager, and I'm listening to them. I'm like, damn, I got my door closed, but I can hear him out there fussing, and I could hear her fussing at the manager because what happened was he didn't want to let her back into her place. They don't want to let her back into her place to retrieve her property until she paid at least some of her rent. She was a couple months behind, 3 months behind, whatever. So they said, hey, you got to pay something to get this property back. So that's what they was going back and forth about. So anyway, the manager's like, hey, I'm just doing my job. This ain't me. I'm not the building owner. This is just my job. But she was going in on him like it was his decision. He did it. He made it happen like that. And so anyway, it ultimately resulted in everybody going to neutral corners. And I don't know what happened after that. But the point is, the beta male guy, the boyfriend, even though he looked masculine, he was very beta. He looked alpha, but he was very beta because instead of checking the girl saying, hey, you know what, let me talk to the man. Now let us men talk, and you go sit down somewhere and let us talk about it and let me see if I can work it out. Instead of him doing that, he let her go off on him and then got mad at him for going back off at her. And see, that's what the beta males do. They accept that dysfunctional behavior. Anyway, that's what happens in the middle, man. They all agree, okay, this dysfunction is going to work for us, and everybody agrees. Right? So they meet in the middle. And the ending is always bad. What happens in the ending is the woman loses respect. At some point, the woman just loses respect for you. Anyway, let me finish this on another video because I'm trying to learn how to keep my videos short. But you got to get the idea. This is not going to end too good, but I will share that with you on the next video. Thank you for listening, and thank you for subscribing. Those of you that support me, I appreciate you, man, immensely. And hopefully I give you content that will help you better your lives. All right. Peace. Oh, never be the aggressor. Never be the aggressor, brother.